Welcome to Studio 22 on the campus of Oklahoma City University inside the Walker Center and brought to you by the Department of Mass Communication. I'm your host, Sam McFerron, and today I'm joined by Sophia Babb and Grace Babb from the wonderfully talented band Annie Oakley. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. All right, well, thanks so much for being here. Welcome back to Studio 22. Today we're joined by Annie Oakley. Thank you guys so much for being on.
Thanks for having us.
So, what's it like being in a band at 20 years old?
Oh, it's crazy. We're in school and working, so it's a lot to handle at the same time, but it's really, really fun.
Yeah, it gets pretty busy.
Yeah. And you guys have been playing a lot of shows recently.
Yeah. In the summer, I was like, I'm going to book every single weekend out, and I did that, and I don't regret it, but it's been super busy.
Yeah.
Super busy.
I noticed you guys are playing at Chillfest later this week at 8, right?
Yeah. It's a little house show music festival. It's going to be really fun in Norman.
That's sweet. So how did you guys start? Like, when did you start writing music?
Well, we started writing music separately when we were about 13 years old, but then we decided maybe we should play together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
we were about 15 years old when it
15
really
years old.
started. Yeah.
Cool. When did you release your first single? Was "Take Me Away," right?
Oh yeah, that was in 2014, right
Yeah.
after the Moore tornado happened. So we were pretty young then.
What's it like? Because that's sort of like a permanent time capsule. What's it like now going back listening to your old music?
Oh man, it's interesting because I don't want to say it's embarrassing, but it's just I was a totally different person then.
Yeah.
Like you're a totally different person when you're 14 to when you're 20. And since I've been playing music so long, I can see like who I was in my adolescence, like 14, 15, 16, 17. Hopefully I have gotten better than when I was 14, but it's good to have it. It is like a time capsule.
That's cool. So over the years, you've gained and lost members of Annie Oakley. What's that like?
Well, we started playing with just us, it was a good bass, and then we added on our violinist, and then a mandolinist. We actually all went to junior high together, so we were very close, We were best friends, and when it didn't really work out with the mandolinist, it was really sad because we were all friends, and that everyone kind of felt sad about that. But she just was too busy, we couldn't do it. But we're still very good friends. And now we just have the violinist, and we're thinking about studying abroad, so we might not be able to play with her anymore. It's just constantly changing and moving, but Sophie and I are really the founding members, and that'll always be the same.
We'll probably always be the core of Annie Oakley.
That's cool. And unfortunately, the violinist, Nia, couldn't be here today.
Yeah, she's at OU right now in class.
What a loser. So, I guess, what are you guys' plans for the future?
We have a lot of plans, but the main plan is to be able to tour the United States.
Of course.
We love playing house shows and listening venues that like folk music, indie folk music. Long-term goal is probably touring Europe. So that would be, a dream come true. But as long as we can keep playing music and make money doing it, and it's not, like this lost cause, then I think we're doing what we love.
That's cool. And being in the metro area, it's just such a good place for music, especially Norman and Oklahoma City. You have bands like, you mentioned touring Europe, like Broncho is touring Europe right now.
Yeah.
Sports is about to go tour Europe. So what's it like being ranked among these insanely popular bands?
I think we have a special little pocket in Oklahoma. You can go to places like Nashville or Austin, New York City, Los Angeles, major music hubs, and it's really competitive and it's really hard to get in the game. But in Oklahoma, it's so small and so supportive that you don't have all the outside competition. So like Broncho, they came here from Texas and they had a great time here.
Yeah.
I think they wouldn't have made it as big if they stayed in Texas.
Yeah. That's cool. So, I mean, in the Metro, there are, I guess, a lot of smaller bands also. What's your experience like with those smaller bands?
Well, everyone's really talented,
Yeah.
and it's just really supportive. Everyone's very friendly and kind and wants to play with each other and collaborate. It's a good community,
That's cool.
for sure.
And you guys definitely have an interesting, like really interesting sound, especially for the Metro area. It's kind of the next folk revival. So what's
Well-
that like? Because there's not many other folk bands.
Yeah,
I've heard
yeah,
at
and
least.
that's flattering to hear the next folk revival.
Yeah.
But yeah, we play a version of folk music that is not bluegrassy. It's not, you know, Bob Dylan-y. It's kind of its own indie alternative thing. When we have a violin, it clearly makes it folk, but when we take out the violin and maybe add piano, it becomes really something in between the lines of folk and indie.
That's really cool. So, I guess my next question would just be, what's it like having, like you guys played at the Woody Guthrie Center. What was that like?
Oh, it was a lot
Being
of fun.
surrounded by all that folk music.
Well, when you walk into the Woody Guthrie Center in Tulsa, it's full of just memorabilia from Woody Guthrie himself. So it felt like just a lot of good energy in that building. So being invited to play there was incredible.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
inspiring. You want to say something when you write a song, as Woody Guthrie advised. You know, be honest and call attention to social issues through music. That's a big part of folk.
That's really cool. All right, well, thank you so much for being here. We'll be right back, and Annie Oakley will be performing their first song. Stay tuned.
Oklahoma isn't your room. So don't trash it.
Welcome back to Studio 22. We're joined by Annie Oakley performing Words We Mean. Take it away, guys.
It's only in a slight cut of light across the floor. It's a joke made in passing. It's me asking how you are. We'll never say the words we mean. You weren't one for semantics, and I won't take my chances with taking it all wrong again. We'll never say the words we mean. We were kids, we were brand new, all the same. I burned for you, but maybe I was earnest in interpreting unspoken promise, because I was being honest when I said what I said. I won't say what I don't mean. That sureness ever straining. It's only in a thought through unrealistic means that someday we can sit down, you across from me. You want it, don't you? But I'm done with faith and you're through with virtue, and I can't help but hurt you when I say I have to go again. We'll never say the words we mean. We'll never say the words we mean. We'll never say the words we mean.
Great job, guys. So clearly that song's about miscommunication. What sort of inspired that?
Well, I felt like I could be honest to someone that I used to be very close to, and I don't think he could be honest to me, and I think we wanted different things, and it just didn't work, words-wise.
Words-wise. So all of your new songs, and the next song you're going to play is actually called Missed Communication. Is that sort of what your new songs are mainly about?
Yeah, it's a big vibe for us.
Yeah, we deal with that quite a bit, it seems, so it's a lot of writing material for us.
All right. Well, stay right here at Studio 22. Stay right here at Studio 22. Annie Oakley will be playing Missed Communication when we come back here in about 2 minutes.
Oklahoma isn't your room. So don't trash it.
You need to leave.
Welcome back to Studio 22 at Oklahoma City University.
To her eyes, I see my own reflection. I
So that's a brand new song called Missed Connection. That seemed to be about someone else than the previous song?
Yeah, it's actually written from a poem that a friend sent me about her own breakup with her girlfriend. And those two are very good friends of mine, so it was kind of sad to write a song for my two good friends that had broken up. But,
And it definitely is a very sad song. So what sort of state of mind were you in? Like, I can't see someone writing that in the spring.
No, it's definitely a very cold, dark, mood. And I just thought of both of them and how sad it was for the both of them, and put myself in their place. I mean, I've been there, so it's easy to relate.
Yeah, I think there's a degree of relation in there. We probably couldn't have written it if we didn't have some form of, connection with it itself.
Yeah, because all writing, I mean, at the end of the day, comes from inside the person.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We'll be right back, and Annie Oakley will be performing another song, If I Were a Ghost. Stay tuned.
Oklahoma isn't your room. So don't trash it.
Welcome back to Studio 22 on the campus of Oklahoma City University. We're joined once again by Annie Oakley. Thank you guys again so much for being on the show. This is their last song, If I Were a Ghost.
If I were a ghost in this house, I'd see all of your pictures hung up. I'd walk through the hallways that I used to live. I'd see all your new pictures hung up. If I were a ghost in this house, I know what in your mind was is that